This is the Prep Rally Game of the Week. I'm Chip Souza, joined by Rick Fires, and we're sponsored by
nobody.
Nobody.
By us.
We're not
Well,
working.
actually, our newspaper kind of sponsors that. We get paid for this, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this is the Game of the Week.
Yes.
I'm Chip Souza. This is Ricky Fires, and we bring you the Game of the Week every week. And we are with the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. And sometimes we're actually right about these, but Ricky, last week we were not so right. That's okay. It's still early in the season. We fumbled a couple of times. It's early. Still working on it, but we're still giving 110%.
Yeah, working. Oh, you going to do all the cliches today?
Absolutely. We're taking it one game at a time.
Ah!
Here we go.
All
All right. So, Ricky, we've got several big
Yes.
games in the area this week as we go into the third week of play.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into week 2 and all that business. It's the third week of play.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is the third week of play. And, Ricky, the big game, I think, up here in Northwest Arkansas, at least in my opinion, you got two undefeated teams. Farmington coming in to Rogers, both 2-0, both coming off big wins. Farmington with a big win against Springdale last week. Rogers, for the second week in a row, went on the road, got a big win against Tulsa Bishop Kelly. Ricky, this is a big game.
You know what? I'm not very good ciphering, but after 2 games, Rogers has scored 98 points. They've scored 98 points in 2, whatever that is right there. You know what? This is a matchup of 2 of our favorite coaches. You got
Absolutely,
JR
yes.
down there at Farmington. You got Chad Harbison up there at Rogers.
Yes.
You know, Rogers for a few years were down, man. They're back. You know, if this were a stock market, both these teams go, phew,
Little arrow up.
They're up.
With a bullet.
This is a fantastic game, fantastic matchup.
2 great quarterbacks.
2 great quarterbacks. We got Cameron Van Zant and our boy, Dane
Williams.
Was your player of the week?
Player of the week for the touchdown, or not touchdown.
5 touchdown passes.
5 touchdown passes. He was the player of the week this week for the Hogs Illustrated Sports Club. And 5 touchdown passes, Ricky, last week. 4 of them in the first half.
Oh, that's pretty good. You know what? And down here, Farmington, Cooper Gardenhire. Scored touchdown 4 different ways in 2 games so far.
And how about our receiver, Jagger? Jagger. Yes, excellent receiver.
Excellent receiver.
Yes, for Farmington.
So, man, really looking forward to this game. My only question is, you know, Farmington's 5A, Rogers 7A. Will death be a factor?
It could be. It could be. And we've talked about this, Ricky, these teams making the move up. Now, Farmington is a 5A team, and they've been 5A for a while, so they're accustomed to that. So we're in the third week of the football season. Teams are kind of nicked up a little bit. You know, some of these linemen kind of get little ankle hits and things like that, a little bit nicked up. So, but the teams are looking forward to getting a week off after this week, get ready for conference play for both of them, Farmington in the 5A West and Rogers in the 7A West. So I think this week, and wouldn't be surprised to see if you've got some players banged up, maybe you don't play them this week. Maybe give them because I mean non-conference doesn't matter. What matters is the week after next with conference play. So do you want to win the game? Sure, you want to win the game, but you want to be healthy going into conference play.
Yeah. On the flip side, though, you really like that springboard going in conference play coming off. If you're coming off 3-0 right there going in conference play, you know some teams get the week off that week. But man. Farmington, man, they ain't scared.
They're not.
They play 7A, they play 6A.
Well, this is you know
like 4th. Last couple of years, this is about the 4th time they played up in classification in non-conference.
Right. So Ricky got Farmington 2-0, Rogers 2-0. Rogers' first home game of the season. How do you see this one shaping up?
Man, I think Farmington's going to hang with them for a long time, but I think they have. Eventually get worn down. I think the Rogers Mounties, their fans are going to be packed. They're ready to see them after they've scored, you know, almost 50 points in 2 games so far. I think the home field advantage, the added depth will pull Rogers through. I got the Mounties over the Cardinals in this one.
In a close game.
Yeah, pretty close.
Game. All right, we're going to stay in 7A. Ricky, how does Fort Smith Northside rebound from a devastating loss to Greenwood last week? And if you're hadn't been aware, if you've been sleeping under a rock or whatever, Northside had 2 times in the fourth quarter had an 18-point leads against Greenwood and ended up losing on the final play of the game, 56-53. Tough loss for Northside. There's no other way to put it. That's a tough loss for Northside. You got Fayetteville coming off of a win. Fayetteville should have been 2-0 going into this game, Ricky, because they had Cabot on the ropes and gave up a late touchdown to Cabot in that season opener. But they bounced back last week. Drake Lindsay had 4 touchdown passes and a big win against North Little Rock. Ricky, Fayetteville slapped them around. They took it to North Little Rock. And so you have Fayetteville on a high, little momentum coming in, big win against a perennial solid team in North Little Rock.
Yep.
And you got Northside coming in off that just heartbreaking loss.
You know what? I was looking at some Leland stats. It says some Northside generated 579 yards and still got beat. They got beat on a Hail Mary pass from a freshman to a sophomore who wiggled in the end zone, and the Northside lost that game. Felix Kurt, that's his biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, man, you should be 2-0 right now, but let's forget about that. You got to nip it. Barney Fife, nip it, forget it, nip it. And, yeah, that's the biggest challenge. Wednesday, Thursday, when you do your walkthrough Thursday, that game's got to be out of your mind. You got to be entirely focused on Fayetteville. But man, you know what? I think Northside bounces back. I mean, I love the Fayetteville Bulldogs, love what the Casey Dick is doing over there, but I think Northside is going to show some real spunk. I think they're going to come back. They're at home. I think they're going to come back and put on a show for their fans. I think Northside wins this game.
So you got Northside over Fayetteville in this one. Now, Ricky, this game might not be on a lot of people's radars as being a big game. However, when you have lost 7,000 games in a row, I might be exaggerating that a little bit. But when you've lost a lot of games, but when you've lost as many as Rogers, as much as Rogers Heritage has lost, to start the season 2-0, you my boy, Eric. You my boy.
You bringing it.
You bringing it.
Your kids are buying into it, too.
That's right. You know why, Ricky? I mean, because they're tough. He teaches them toughness over there.
Yeah, that's what they need. Yeah.
Yes, they need that. Big, ugly toughness.
You know what? It starts right there. I saw Coach Munoz during the summer. We saw him at our media day.
Yeah.
I saw them in the scrimmage. I said, man, you know what? This team looks like they're kind of fired up. They got a senior quarterback.
They do. Carter Hensley.
Carter Hensley.
And they got a big playmaker, Tillman.
Yes.
Ricky, he has scored on a 90-yard punt return. He had a couple of touchdown catches last week. He's given them a playmaker back there, and they got a little run game, too.
You know what? In the games they maybe would have lost, hit fourth quarter, your crew, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Something bad's got to happen.
Here it comes.
Not this year.
No.
Not this year.
No.
They pulling those games out. They're 2-0. They're going to go to Little Rock Southwest, which is Daryl Patton, former coach up here.
They're in their third year of building the program down there. They've won 2 games in these 3 years. Okay, so this is an opportunity. Yeah. I can't believe I'm going to say this. This could be a trap game for Heritage. A trap game for Heritage?
Game?
What?
What?
Well, hey, when you're 2-0, you can have a trap game.
Yeah. Well, you talk about that. They're a third-year program. Rogers Heritage trying to get like a car in wintertime. You got they've been sputtering along since 2006.
They have.
2007. But Munoz, he's brought it. He's got some good assistants. The kids are buying in, and they turn in what used to be maybe some losses and a couple wins.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to give this pick.
Absolutely. So we got Heritage 2-0, Ricky. This is not a misprint.
No.
Rogers Heritage is 2-0. They're going down Little Rock Southwest, which is 0-1. They were off last week, but they're 0-1. They lost to Rogers in the season opener. So, Ricky, how do you see this one going down?
What are they called? The crayons?
The Griffons.
The Griffons, yeah.
It's like a big creature.
Yeah, it's some kind of like you.
Kind of well, maybe.
Hey, but you know what? I'm going with my boys, Munoz, and revitalize Rogers Heritage. They're going to be 3-0.
War Eagle, baby.
War Eagles. You know what? This is exactly, we talked about the season. They really needed something positive to happen.
They did, and they're getting it.
And they're getting it. And Ricky, we don't know what the conference play will hold.
Momentum and positivity does wonders for kids.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 16, 17-year-old kids.
Yes, they're feeding off of it.
Yeah. So, man, I think the Rogers Heritage War Eagles, is that what an eagle look like?
Yeah,
something like that. Don't they do a chant? They do the I don't know. They do some kind of chant. But you know what? I think they win this game, and they go 3-0.
3-0. 3-0 going into.
We got you, War Eagles.
That's right. Eric Munoz, you my boy, Eric.
Yep.
You my boy. So they're going 3-0.
Yep.
Into the bye week next week.
Yep.
Riding the momentum of a 3-0 start. Ricky, did you ever? I mean, hey, I didn't see that coming, but man, I'm glad to see it.
Glad to see it, man. They deserve that. These kids, you know, it's easy to give up. Say, man, I'm not playing for this team. They lose all the time. But these kids out here, Muno's got them lined up. He's building the culture, and for them to be 2-0, possibly 3-0, man, that does wonderful for their program.
So to recap, Ricky, he has got Rogers over Farmington in a close game in the game of the week.
Yes.
He's got Fort Smith Northside with a bounce back against Fayetteville, and he's got Rogers Heritage going to 3-0 in the season, going on the road to Little Rock Southwest with the big win for the War Eagles.
That's it. Got it.
So that's what we have. Book it. It's written down on paper, which must mean it's true. So we got it written on paper. You come back and join us next week. We'll see how Ricky did on his picks. Ricky, how'd you do last week in Rick's picks?
Actually, I'm like 35-10 so far, so I had a good week.
That's pretty good. That's this week's edition of Prep Rally, the game of the week. Join us back next week as we get ready for the last week before we get into conference play for everybody.
Man, loving me some conference
Ricky
play.
might get a little cool, maybe a little hoodie weather.
That's fine. I've got a hoodie. I'm ready.
There you go. We'll catch you next week.